Hello, you're live and wow, folks, you won't believe it, but the Rubicon has officially been crossed. Been crossed. Do you sense that feeling? You're crossing the Rubicon. We did it last night. We finally, the Democrats, the libs, the globalists, they finally just took that mask off and were like, screw it. We're crossing the Rubicon. Right, we're there, we've gone, right. This is about the guilty Donald Trump verdict, which we'll talk about. I think it's kind of tough to talk about because we're supposed to know what he's been found guilty of. I don't really care to read the Wikipedia page. Like, I don't know. But yes, Big Brother is not watching you. Nancy Pelosi is. Ooh, right? It's like, so Donald Trump was found guilty of, I don't know, it's something to do with Stormy Daniels, I guess. I don't know. He was like banging Stormy Daniels or something like that and cheating on his wife, which, she's really hot. I've watched, some of her stuff, so good for him, right? I guess. It's not, I don't know. I'm gonna get in trouble for saying that. But, and I guess, I don't know, maybe that's a separate thing. There was some, hush money or something that maybe he, paid her to keep it a secret or something like that, or, I don't know, he falsified, they were accusing him of falsifying, business records, and it's like, who cares about this shit? It's just so stupid. It really is. But anyways, we got his ass. Democracy saved. And conservatives were losing it, right? It's like, Rubicon crossed, It's like, they were just melting down, and they're just like, we've crossed a Rubicon. You will not forget this moment in history. I think, Ava Vladersbrook was just like, you won't. No. This is. They've revealed them today. They've revealed themselves. The Democratic elites have revealed themselves as despotic leaders who hate their country. They've done it, right? It's it's funny too. They had this whole thing. Oh my god. There was this tweet thread where they just screenshotted Ian Miles Cheong. It's always Ian Miles Cheong. You knew it's always Ian Miles Cheong. You just search on the Twitter search, and see Rubicon or Banana Republic. And it's like, we finally crossed it, right? It's like, it's funny because I thought we crossed it when we banned Trump off social media, right? I thought that was Rubicon crossing, right? I thought that we crossed the Rubicon when we, when Trudeau took away the protesters' bank accounts. Then they said, that's it, we're in the social credit system. So they've been banning you guys off Twitter constantly, and wasn't that you guys have been getting debanked countless times. This is nothing new. But they always have to make it seem like this precedent has been set, right? This the Democrats have done it. It's always a 9/11. This is the worst thing. It's the Democrats were fine before, but then they did this, right? It's I thought we were crossing a Rubicon when they, forced you to close your businesses in 2020 and gave you this vaccine that killed a million people, right? This deadly vaccine, right? I thought that was the Rubicon crossing over some bullshit flu and fake pandemic or something like that or whatever. I thought they crossed the Rubicon when they let in a bunch of low IQ third world Somalis and changed it, right? I thought that was isn't that what they said, right? That's the worst thing ever, right? The mass immigration that we're getting. Oh, this is they've done it now, right? But no, Trump has been found guilty, and but yeah, they had Ian Miles Cheong's tweets of how many times he said that the Rubicon has been crossed. And it's so ridiculous because it's they themselves have wanted it. It's like, well, I can't believe, like, they just, like, the whole, like, this whole thing is a show trial for everyone, man. It's the show in show trial. Because, like, they themselves wanted to, like, they're like, I can't believe they're imprisoning their political opponents. Oh. It's like, you guys wanted to do that to Hunter Biden, like, 10 seconds ago, right? On some completely bullshit fucking charges. Well, it's like, he did cocaine, he was banging hookers, it's like, he has business ties with the Chinese and the Ukraine, he's corrupt, imprison him, oh. And it's like, okay, so he's just like every other politician now, basically, right? Like, he's like corrupt, right? I guess that's the point, right? It's like every politician is corrupt. They acted like this is the worst thing about it too. On both sides, is they always act like this is the worst thing ever. It's always just like so. Conservatives love to say like liberals get offended by everything, but that's politics. Like, that's literally the definition of politics. Anytime your enemy does anything, it's just like, it's like, this is, impeach. It's like they lose their shit over every little thing. Every politician is corrupt. They all take money from someone. They all get money from someone. Like, what are we doing here? And they just acted like they discovered, like, corruption for the first time. Same thing with the left when it comes to, like, Trump. It's like, oh, he did what? He bribed people? He bribed? Oh, this is insane. It's like, Joe Biden does this. They all do this. They all commit bribery. Like, they're not good people. You're not allowed to be a good person on Capitol Hill. You have to be a bad person. You have to do shady shit like this. They're all bad people. Like, House of Cards is reality. And they just lose their mind. Like, corruption. As if, like, it was just discovered that, like, politicians are corrupt for the first time. It's like, and you're not allowed to say, okay. It's not like he just, like, shot up, like, a school or something. You know, like, it's, like, no. It's, like, wow, really? It's such a fake outrage of this bullshit. And the Hunter Biden thing, too, is dumb, because it's like, okay, so he's corrupt and he's selling our, like, things to China. And then 10 seconds later, also, like, the neocon elites want war with China. And the neocon elites need to... And these same, like, America First people just want to let China take Taiwan. Like, they have no plans to stop, like, you know what I mean? Like, the rise of China. They have no, like, plans. And it's funny, too, like, these same people who were like, Hunter Biden is selling your country out to the Chinese, are also like, wouldn't it be amazing if, like, why is it you don't see Black Lives Matter rioting in China? This one happened in China. Would things really be worse if we were running by we were being run by the Chinese? It's like, say what you want, but the Chinese will exist 500 years from now. It is so hilarious. It's so hilarious. It's just like, because, like, that's what politics is, right? Like, that's what politics, you know, it's like, it's whenever that phrase is said, it's like, that's politics. That's the politics of all of it, right? They make it seem like this, like, game where, like, people climbing up the ladder, right? The social ladder in the company, and they're just, like, offing one another, right? They're just, like, cooking, they're smoking, they're just, like, you know, like the mafia or something, but, like, not using murder. Like, that's basically what it is. And people just casually are like, that's the politics of all of it. Well, that's the politics side of it, right? Or like in the business world, that's the business world. Whenever someone says that's the business world, what they mean is some businessman ruthlessly, callously just discarded another businessman and fired him and slit his throat and cut him and got rid of him and or outmaneuvered him. Like, it's like people actively defend this. Oh, Hilary Clinton. It's like they wanted to imprison Hilary Clinton over her emails. Yet again, another non-scandal that they just lose their mind over. And yeah, there's this one post from this like lib, or this conservative woman who's like, imprisoning your political opponents was bad. Actually, we're crossing the Rubicon, and someone's just like, isn't this you in 2016 saying we should imprison Hillary Clinton? It's like, lock her up, which, fine, like, send her to Guantanamo, I don't care, she's a fucking disgusting bitch, like, fucking, send her to Somalia, send her to Afghanistan, I don't give a shit. Force her to join ISIS or something, I don't really care, like, you know, but that's just kind of what, that's just what it is, and, like, liberals don't care about this either, like, liberals are being, like, such assholes right now. It's like, that's not why you want Trump gone. You want Trump gone because, you know, he's a racist and xenophobe who pushes white nationalism, right? It's like, that's why you want him gone. And, but, like, is this really a victory? It's like, wow, you got him over, like, committing fraud. So basically your whole thing is, he's just like every other politician. It's just so disingenuous. Like, I can't... Like, who cares? I don't want to scumbag my opponents because I want to scumbag them because of their ideas. Like, I want to actually advance my cause. You scumbagging Trump because of whatever he did with Stormy Daniels or whatever, that's not a victory. He shouldn't be running the country. Stop. Stop. Just stop. And, like, I don't know. I mean, a lot of right-wing... A lot of this is a show trial, just like in general on all sides, because everybody's just like, well, you know. And conservatives too. It's like conservatives have this weird game where, like, they're like, before the trial, they were all like, he's gonna be found, or right before the verdict got read, they're just like, guilty. He's gonna be found guilty. Like, trust me, he's gonna be found guilty. And then when he is, they get their, like, game face on. All these tweets were probably drummed up way beforehand, like 5 weeks ago. And it's like, they have crossed the Rubicon. They have done it. We live in a banana republic. You know, we live in a banana republic. It's like, I can't believe it. You just, what do you mean? You just sat there and thought he's going to be guilty. And then they're just like, they can't determine if it's like, this is crossed the Rubicon, this is a new day for America, this is blah, 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 blah. Or if, like, well, you know, this is just going to rally Trump's base even more. Like, do libs not understand? They're just going to be even more passionate. And Trump's going to be a martyr, and Trump's going to get elected now in November. Like, congratulations, libs on guaranteeing Donald Trump's election in 2024 in November. But I thought we lived in a banana republic. Right, so they can't decide if it's like, we're crossing Rubicon, this is banana republic, libs just don't care. Or if it's like, conservatives can learn a thing or two from libs. It's like, liberals know how to use power. That's another thing they're saying. It's like, the left understands how to use power. We have crossed the Rubicon. I don't know if I got everything, but yeah, it's like, it's folks, stay safe out there. You're in a banana republic. That's my last message to people. Just stay safe out there. We're in a banana republic. It's over. You're in the Soviet Union now. Nancy Pelosi has cameras all over your house. I can't believe this.